Hi, everyone, and welcome to 5-Minute Virus-Free Fridays. 5 minutes of just a little inspiration where I promise that I will not use the 5-syllable word that starts with corona and ends with virus. My promise to you. So today I was thinking about just the idea of letting go. And I wanted to share a little story with you. Years back, I was out in Montana. And I was trying to get to the airport and was a little late, And as things usually go, when you're late to something, you always get behind somebody who's slow, right? So we're going along and there's this line of traffic and I think, oh my gosh, we're gonna be late, we're gonna miss a flight. Slowly but surely, one car would go around the slow person and then another car, and we would inch up closer and closer. Finally, we get behind the car that was causing all the problems. It wasn't a car, it was a truck. And it wasn't just any truck. It was this beat up old pickup truck. And what was remarkable about the truck was it had no rear view mirrors. Both mirrors on both sides of the truck had been knocked off. So there was nothing. And finally we get an opportunity, we pull around it, and as we go around, I look over and I realize there's also not a rear view mirror in the cab. Nothing, zero. Just two little heads. One of this tiny little woman who was like this behind the steering wheel, didn't even really get enough height to get up to the steering wheel, and then next to her, two ears and a small fuzzy head, her little companion dog. And she was just chatting to the dog, having the best time, completely oblivious to this huge line of traffic that was stretched out behind him, right? So I thought to myself, maybe that's not such a bad plan. I mean, it annoyed me because I was in a hurry trying to get to the airport, but what about in life if we drop the rear view mirrors? What if we just kind of let go of worrying of what's behind us and only focused on what was in front of us in the road ahead? Just like that woman in the truck, all she could see was what was in front of her. And she was having the best time, just in the moment, with her little fuzzy friend, chatting, talking away, laughing. Wouldn't life be so very different if we were able to let go of what's behind us and focus only on what's ahead? Let me offer you this one little example, kind of along the Montana theme. I was fly fishing last summer with a very dear friend named Margaret Bell. Margaret, shout out, this is for you. And we were fly fishing actually out in Wyoming, so little neighbor state. And Margaret taught me the greatest thing. We were fly fishing along, and I tend to be a busy fly fisher person. I'll cast it out, and then I'll move it, and I'll twist it. Well, no fish is going to bite a fly that's jumping all over the water. Margaret's like, Susan, stop. Just stop. Just breathe a little bit. And here's the trick. So when you cast out and the fly hits the water, one of the things you have to do as a fly fisher person is mend the line. So you flip it upstream so that it will float very calmly and very steadily down the stream. What Margaret taught me to do, instead of casting and fixing and fixing and fixing and fixing, she said, all you have to do is mend it and let it go. So you would cast out, the fly would hit the water. The second it hit the water, you mend it, and then you don't touch it. You mend it and you let it go. And along the lines of the idea of letting go, forgetting the rear view mirrors, what a great lesson that is too. I thought, that's perfect. There's so many times in life that we're trying to fix things. We made a mistake, or we said something mean to somebody, or we regret something we did, and we're trying to fix it and fix it, fix it, fix it. Mend it, and then let it go. Do the best you can to fix what went on. Say you're sorry, fix the situation, do whatever. One time, do it, and then let it go. Because once it's out of your hands, then the universe can take it. God can take it and do a better job of fixing things than probably anything we could do anyway. So that's my thought for the day. The idea of letting go of what's behind us so we can focus on the road ahead. And maybe if one of those things is a mistake, then you just mend it and let it go. I hope that you have a good weekend. I hope that you stay safe and well. And I will see you next Friday at noon for our next 5-Minute Virus-Free Fridays. Take care.